So today we're going to find out if your retirement income is recession proof. And try to say that 10 times fast. Anyhow, so that should send off some red alerts, some bells, some alarms, make your eyes get wide, hopefully if you're nearing retirement, because it's very important to be recession proof so that as you're in retirement, no longer generating the salary, the income, and boosting your account, and you're pulling away, you don't feel that stress of, is my money going to last? So we're going to look at some things today to help you make sure you're doing the right things to make sure you're recession proof. Okay, so first of all, where will you get your income in retirement? Most people think that by simply cashing in their investments, that they'll get what they need for retirement. Well, that's one way of looking at it. But the idea that you can withdraw a fixed amount of money every month carries a ton of risk with it. And we're going to look at that now through the story of two brothers. All right. Now, they're 3 years apart in age. They both retire when they turn 62 years old, and both have $1 million at the times of their retirement with the exact same investments at the times of their retirements. They both withdraw 5% or $50,000 each year and live for 30 years. So two brothers in this scenario. The outcome, the older brother, as you can see in the early years, he has good portfolio returns. His account's growing, even though he's taking money out of it. And things are looking good. The younger brother, his timing couldn't be worse. He starts in a year where his portfolio doesn't do well, his account drops along with taking money out, and by year 6, you can see the older brother's taking tons more money out, but he still has a higher account value than his younger brother, who started 3 years later in his withdrawals. Confusing situation for many, but a very real outcome that we see a lot with retirees doing it themselves. Two different endings. The story ended happily for the older brother who left behind an inheritance, but not the younger brother. He ran out of money early and was stuck to live on Social Security. How did this happen? They had the same investments, right? It's basically luck. The older brother's timing couldn't have been better, and he had money. The younger brother's wasn't, and he was broke. Their withdrawal strategy, which is equivalent of risk dollar price erosion, the evil twin of dollar cost averaging, works when the market's up. But an investment's down when you sell it, the losses are magnified. What this shows is you can't apply market averages to your withdrawal strategy. 9% average looks great, but honestly, that average means that some years your portfolio could be off 10, 15%, and other years up 10 or 15%. And when you're drawing money, when it's off 10%, that's ugly. Okay, but what should you do? Well, you can call us for help. We can definitely help. But you can do this on your own, too. It's called the bucket approach. There's 3 buckets. A short-term bucket for money you need in the next 3 years. You'll invest in low-duration ETFs and mutual funds and money market funds to eliminate the majority of your volatility. Your midterm bucket, 4 to 8 years out money that you need, you'll invest in mid-duration to even longer duration bond ETFs and mutual funds, maybe some low beta stocks and ETFs there. And then your long-term bucket for money you need 8 years or farther out, you can invest in all equity ETFs and mutual funds or stocks because you have time. If the markets are down, you can allow time for your investments to come back. And when they come back, you can start dumping from that bucket and funding your mid and your short-term bucket with it. So each bucket fills the other one in that scenario. Now don't let this get you down. You can do this. Making money last isn't easy, but if you take proper planning and a long-term outlook, you can do it. And if you have questions, interact with us on our social media platforms. Check out our website. Ask questions. Learn as you go, but you can do it. And if you can't, obviously, that's what I'm here to do. That's our bread and butter is helping people take their 401ks when they get to retirement and managing them, managing every aspect of it, because that's really where it's important. Mistakes during retirement investing are compounded because you can't make up for them. You can't save new money. So you've got to be spot on in your retirement. If you have questions, again, check us out on social media, but you can also email me, Jarrod, Jarrod, at adamsinvesting.com. I'd be more than happy to help you out with any questions you have. Take care. Good luck with your investing, and I hope you have a happy retirement. Thanks.